Still dealing with bloating, gas, diarrhea, constipation, even though you're a health freak? Well, here are 6 foods that are healthy but physically irritate the gut lining and you should avoid during Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, or IBS flares. I'm Dr. Kristen. I'm the founder of MedFree PharmD, where I help women heal their IBS, heal their Crohn's, heal their ulcerative colitis naturally without medications. Now let's get into these 6 healthy foods that are causing irritation to your gut lining. All right, 6 healthy irritants that can irritate the gut lining. Now, if you follow me, you know that I do not promote restrictive diets or elimination diets long term. So know that I promote healing the gut, so you can put this behind you. But if you're in an active flare and you're desperate to help your symptoms and you think you're really healthy, these healthy foods can be making things worse. First one, gluten, wheat, barley, rye. I know gluten's a buzz term. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, no, gluten's not the answer. Don't say it's gluten. But why is gluten a problem? Because modern gluten is modern wheat, barley, rye is higher in gluten, which means it's harder to digest. It's also very sprayed with chemicals. So when we have high gluten, our body has to work harder to break it down. That's why people go to Europe and say, oh, I ate pasta and I felt totally fine. That's because they have different wheat there and it's not so glutinous, and they also don't use the same pesticides and chemicals as we do. So gluten can cause your flare-ups, can affect the motility in your gut, can affect bloating, gas, all those things. Okay, what's the next one? Coffee. Everyone hates me when I say this, I know. Oh my gosh. Why is coffee bad? Well, it's not bad for you, but it is bad during a flare because it stimulates the intestines. Now, you do not want that during a flare. It increases urgency. It increases reflux. It increases anxiety. All you need is more anxiety when you're running to the bathroom with diarrhea. So you can still have caffeine. Now, I recommend you get rid of caffeine as well, but if you're not that strong, then have green tea. It still has caffeine and it has a lot of other beneficial nutrients in it as well. So give up coffee for a couple weeks while you're having a flare. It will make you feel much better. And I know people are like, I've had coffee every day for 40 years. It's definitely not that. Well, if you're having stomach problems and you put the same thing in it that stimulates your intestines every day for 40 years, it's probably a problem. So let's think about it that way. All right, what's next? Chocolate and cacao. So why do I say chocolate and cacao? Well, because when I say chocolate, people think I just mean the sugary thing, but I also mean specifically cacao, what chocolate's made out of, because it has lots of antioxidants. We like that, but it's very acidic and it can worsen reflux or diarrhea. So take a break from your chocolate. Also, if you are eating chocolate, you should be only eating dark chocolate, not things like milk chocolate or candy bars. And if you are a super health freak and you put cacao nibs and that's your only form of chocolate on your oatmeal or whatever, skip those for now because they can still cause that reflux and diarrhea. All right, next up, high FODMAP, my least favorite topic in gut health, high FODMAP. This is all you hear about. Well, how do I cure my IBS? Eat low FODMAP. I do not agree with a low FODMAP diet for any more than a couple weeks, any more than when you have a flare-up. So please do not say I promote a low FODMAP diet. But if you don't know what FODMAPs are, I have another video on it. You should watch that. If you don't, I'll post the link above. You should see it. You can click it. Anyways, high FODMAP foods like garlic, onions, apples, cauliflower are great for the microbiome when you have a healed and healthy microbiome. When you don't have a healthy microbiome, like you don't right now because you're in a flare, then they ferment and they inflame and they trigger your symptoms and they cause gas, and they cause bloating. These are all bad things. So if you're in an active flare, reduce these for now. But don't make this a long-term solution because it is not healthy. All these things are beneficial. Garlic, one of the best things for your immune system. 70% of your immune system is in your gut. Don't avoid these things. Onions, one of the best things to feed your gut bacteria. So don't avoid these long-term. Heal your gut. But in a flare, this can help you feel much better. Spicy food. I love spicy food, and spicy food is very good for us. Why? Because it has something called capsaicin in it, which is what makes you feel like it's burning. Capsaicin can help with weight management. It can decrease inflammation. It has lots of benefits. But in our gut, when our gut is inflamed and having a flare, it kind of burns your intestines, just like it does your mouth, which can lead to pain and diarrhea, and we don't want that. So avoid spicy foods while you're in a flare. Add them back in when you can handle them. All right, next up we have dairy. Now, I'm not a fan of eliminating dairy. I think dairy is very beneficial to us. Milk is one of the easiest things for us to digest. It has fat, it has protein, it has sugar, it's in liquid form. It's literally what we give babies when they're born. So, a lot of people think they have problems with dairy. If they heal their gut, they probably don't. So, lactose can cause constipation or diarrhea. It's one of those weird ones. Diarrhea. It's one of those weird ones, especially when the gut lining is damaged. So you want to go with low lactose things. You can look up a list, but basically milk is very high lactose. Things like aged cheese are very low lactose. So you can look up a list from high lactose to low lactose. Some people are just fine with cheese. Some people cannot have milk. Then you start adding things like sugar in there and things like ice cream. You're going to feel real bad. So avoid dairy for now. You shouldn't avoid dairy long term unless you really have an allergy, because dairy can be very beneficial to us and give us lots of nutrients and is a very whole food. So those are our things. Remember, I don't promote elimination diets. This is temporary during a flare. You need to heal your gut. Once your gut is healed, then you can eat foods you love again without running to the bathroom, without being in the fetal position, without having gas all day long. So if you want to put this behind you, check out my program, Rooted, the Gut Healing Blueprint, where I teach women to heal their Crohn's or IBS, their ulcerative colitis, naturally, without medications. If you're interested, DM me Rooted to MedFreeFarmD, or check out my website, medfreefarmd.com. I wish you gut love and peace.